What's up? Lucas here from Mossify, and in today's video, we're going to show you how to reorganize this overgrown golden pothos. A lot of people ask us, what do you do when the plant gets too big or it outgrows the pole? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to walk you through step by step how to deal with an overgrown plant on your pole. So this is one of our 42-inch bendable moss poles, and as you can see, it has gotten so long. So this plant, I got this plant over a year ago, and it was like this big. It was like super small, and it just loves this pole. So let's jump right into the video and rearrange this pole. All right, so now that we know what we're gonna do and what our goals are for this plant, the first thing to do, I would say, is take everything off. Let's just start from the bare roots and work our way up the pole. So I'm just gonna go ahead and disassemble this, take all of the vines out, and just go from there. And I will say, if you have any aerial roots growing into the pole, you can lightly massage them out of the pole, use some moisture to kind of help it come out, or you can cut the aerial roots. Depending on the plant, just do your research before you cut. For most plants, it won't harm the plant at all, and the aerial roots will regrow like crazy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all the greening pins. And these are the greening pins here. So the important thing here is just to separate everything. Try not to damage the plant or the pole. I mean, the pole should be good, but you definitely don't want to hurt your plant. Wow, just a beautiful, healthy plant. Loving life, growing. That's all plants want to do. They just want to grow. They just want to live, breathe in carbon dioxide, and breathe out oxygen. Great things come to those who wait, so let's just keep on going. Wow, look how beautiful. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy. This is 1 year of growth. This is crazy. You know, there's beautiful growth when there's a new leaf unfurling on every single stem. This is amazing. Here we go. Got one untied. After this goes through here. Here. Okay, this guy was holding that in. Okay, we're almost done. I'll tell you what, my plant's gonna be happy after this. All right, so we finally got everything untangled, and I think the key virtue here is patience. Just go one branch at a time, try to untangle. It took me about 5-10 minutes. One thing I did want to mention about this plant, this golden pothos, I have not been caring for it the way I should be, and it is just thriving. It's like this plant I've neglected, and it is just growing like crazy. Look at this. This is one branch. Are you kidding me? So crazy. So the next thing I would say to do is there's definitely going to be some dried leaves or some fallen leaves here. And I would just go ahead and pick those out. That's natural in any plant. Over the winter, there definitely will be some leaves that don't make it. And that's completely fine because the old leaves make room for the new leaves. So, Whoa! So now what I would do, we got everything untangled. All the soil is cleaned up of old leaves. So I'm just gonna compact the soil a little bit, making sure I don't interfere with the roots, just to make sure the moss pole is snug with that stone base at the bottom. And keep in mind, this pole has been here for over a year and still going strong. So I'm just gonna compact it here, just along the edges. And again, this plant is just so healthy. The root system is just so active. So I'm not too worried about damaging these roots because I know that they're just gonna grow right back. Awesome, I'm just gonna test it out quick and it looks like we're good to go. So the next thing I would do is just slowly incorporate each vine and bring it back onto the pole. Now, the easier thing that you could do is you could literally chop this anywhere where those aerial roots are. And you can chop that as many times as you want and create new plants. That's one way of doing it. You could chop it off at the top, chop and prop, right? And then you'll have whole new plants. Like, look at this growth. It is non-stop. It's crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and try something different. We're gonna wrap all of these leaves back onto this pole and we're gonna see how it looks. So let's get into it. So the key thing again is to take your time and do one at a time, one branch at a time. So let's just go right here. One thing about these plants after you put them on the pole, they're gonna take about a week or two to adjust to the same light that they were used to. Now, obviously, this is not at my home, and this is not the light that they're used to, but they will adjust very quickly and be happy in no time. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and we want to get this pole looking as full as possible. That's a great thing about these plants and these poles. They're so diverse and they're so adjustable. And that's one thing too that we can go ahead and do is just, bend it a little bit more. Why not, right? Have a little bit more of an angle. Give ourselves a better look. Go all the way up at the top here. So we've reached the top and you can still see there's about 1.5 feet left of plant. So one thing you can do again, you can chop it and then you can propagate it or just come right back down, right? Fill in those voids and you have a nice full looking plant, full looking pole in no time. So with this one here, this is where it ends. I didn't use one single pin until the end. So grab your graining pins that come with every single pole and just stake it in just to hold it in place for now. Now that's not going anywhere. That's the first branch. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, well, we're almost there. I think it's also important to go to the front of the plant and see kind of which side is going to be your front and which is going to be your back. So obviously for this setup in this plant, we're going to go this side is the front. So I'm just going to go around and see what it looks like. And you'll see like some here, there's a couple leaves that will get kind of stuck, obviously when you have this much foliage. So you can go ahead and lightly pull those out, but again, this is the plant's natural atmosphere, okay? The plant will deal with it. The plant knows what the plant wants. So, all these leaves that are backwards or not front facing, these will change in a week or two, and they'll slowly kind of wiggle their way out of that kind of stuck position that they're in. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's just getting the plant nice and secure on the pole. So we got 2 branches left and we should be good. This plant is large and in charge. Look at this girl go. Oh my. Nice little centerpiece at the top. And why not? The plant goes where the plant wants to grow. Okay, so last branch here. I'm just gonna wiggle my way in. It's not too long of a branch, so I'm just kind of stick her in here, and then wherever she wants to grow, that's where she go. All right, so I'm just gonna do a last pin here. And the last pin, just like that. So that's kind of our new pole here. I'll just give a little twist. So that's what we have after obviously that big mess. There's, you know, leaves everywhere. Kind of cleans it up a bit. Now this plant is nice and secure. The pole does a nice job of creating a little masterpiece, right? And it's not going anywhere, right? So we did have 2 fallen soldiers. So what we're gonna do, we're not even gonna propagate these. We're gonna stick them right into the pot, almost like a little trailing decor. And these little girls, just gonna stick these right into the pot. I'm not even gonna propagate them. All I'm gonna do is remove a couple of these leaves to expose those roots and stick this right into the pot. And these pothos, I'm telling you, these will go to war and back and come out on the other side. These pothos are so versatile that they'll probably live. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick these in with my finger. And that's about it. Maybe I'll give this one a wrap, and I'll just stick this one right in. So I'm just gonna stick this right in, almost on the edge of the pot, and just sliding my way, put some dirt under there, and it should be good. This one I'm just gonna wrap all the way around the pot, almost like a little bottom. And then I'm gonna come back up around, something like that. All right, so we're all done, and we just kind of propagated those fallen leaves there, and they should be good. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna grab our Mossify mister and give it a good mist. And simply mist everything. It's gonna be nice and happy. Get a little bit of water in that soil and rehydrate this plant. And it should be a really happy plant. Within a week or 2, all these leaves will come out and feed on the sun. And yeah, it should be good. Beautiful. Just like that. All right. So I think that should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. But yeah, this is a fully repotted plant. I did not propagate anything. This came off just because it was loose. But we went ahead and put that right back into the soil. So that is kind of how you rearrange a plant that's outgrown the pole. I think this is a really awesome alternative, and it makes the pole look so much fuller than just cutting it, propagating it, or something like that. And you know, it's not a who got the biggest plant competition. It's really creating your own masterpiece and kind of styling your plant however you want. And I personally like my plants nice and full and leafy, so that's kind of what we got. And I want to do a little comparison, this compared to how it started. It's a really crazy comparison of how quick this plant grows in 1 year. You made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much. You know, it would really mean a lot if you hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. It lets us know that we're doing a good job and you like this content. We would love to do more content like this, so please let us know in the comment section, what content do you want to see? We would love to hear from you, and we just enjoy making these videos so much, and we're looking forward to the future. All right, have a great day. Peace. I hope this helped.